Hey everybody, I just finished Pathos, so I figured I would run through each tier and just show who I use just in case anybody needs some help, maybe get some ideas. Now the first few really aren't anything, which is still fun because everybody knows now level 100s aren't really much of anything, so you can kind of just bring, not whoever you want, but whoever you need depending on the resistances. Like look, resist magic, we didn't bring any mages. We got to bring the old supports, Lilithette and Kateseth. Well, Lilithette won't be old anymore. She's coming back soon with a vengeance, which I'm happy about. So that's tier 1. Tier 2, we got all magic. That's all they let you use, as you can see. So again, the old powerful mages. We got our global exclusive, and we got Renault and Kuja. Worked out for me. Now this one, we had the Phantom Male. So of course you bring Noctis if you're going to fight the Phantom Male. There's a reason that they made that thing the boss for Noctis's event in Lost Chapter, because Noctis just destroys that thing. Another all magic. Everybody remembers these stupid spark eyes from Maria's Lost Chapter. So I figured I would just launch them, spam fire at them, and heal. And it worked out. And now this is when things start to get interesting. Oh boy. I had to redo all of these tiers. All of them. So, this one I started... I think first I used... Oh yeah, it was such a mess. I started using Cloud, Warrior of Light, and Null, and it worked out well. But then I had to go back, because then tier 6... Yeah, and this one also no magic. So I used this squad, no magic, and it worked out. But then I moved on to tier 6... And tier 6 has a 60 turn requirement, which is not much. As you can see, I barely made it. This one doesn't have any physical or elemental resistances, but no debuffs, which you forget how helpful debuffs are until you can't use them anymore. You forget how reliant certain characters are on their debuffs until you just can't use them anymore. And then you're like, shit, I guess I'm not going to bring this character. But yeah, okay, so for tier 5, yeah, I originally brought Cloud, Wall, and Null. And then I got up to tier 6 and realized, okay, because my only other purples at the time were Ultimecia and Ace. And they're magic, so I'm like, okay, I'll save them for tier 7, since tier 7 is physical resist. But that means I had no purples whatsoever to take on tier 6. I'm like, okay, that means I have to, okay. That means I got to redo tier 5. All right, I'll unperfect tier 5. I'll go do tier 6 real quick with Cloud in the party. All right, cool, I beat it. All right, now I'll go back and try to beat tier 5 without a purple. Not going to happen. So I had to rearrange my party so many times and redo these stages a couple times to finally get what I needed to progress to tier 7. Thinking that I would destroy it because I had a good squad. And as you can see, no. I barely made it. 63 out of 65. I got 10 breaks on this with an all-purple team. I don't know if it's just my approach or what, but your boy was struggling. It was rough. I'm not going to lie, this was the most I've struggled in this game for a long time. Probably the last time I struggled this bad was when the Steams, the count Steams for the Deuce event first dropped. Not the Lost Chapter, the event. That was rough. This was almost as bad, but we got it done. And yeah. Hopefully this is helpful for some of you, in case you're having trouble with it. A few suggestions. Take your time. You don't have to rush through it and go crazy like I did. But, yeah, I had to purple... Yeah, because I purpled Cryle and Garland as a result of this. Because this taught me, like, I need to diversify my roster a little bit more, and I need stronger people. And I need a wider variety. Like, tier 5, if I would have brought Vincent... that would have been amazing. That would have been super helpful. Another one would have been for tier 6 if I would have had Leon or Ramza for the turn counts and for the free battery you get from the enemies. That would have been so good. But, unfortunately, that wasn't the case. I made it, though, so it's alright. But yeah, a couple suggestions. Invest in those characters. Oh, and Squall. Oh my god. Squall destroys tier 6. I've seen a bunch of people bring Squall there. I unfortunately do not have a level 70 EX plus purple Squall because I'm out of black crystals and I'm out of gold. I'm so broke after all this. But you know what? It all worked out. And this is, from what I understand, just the beta. And we're supposed to get the next tier. Who knows when? But it's supposed to be even harder. I don't know. Nobody really knows. Everybody's kind of guessing. This is already different from the way JP did it. So we're all just kind of in limbo waiting. But you know what? I was able to complete it. It was a struggle, but you know what? You need to struggle sometimes. You don't get any better if you're just breezing through all of the content. You need to be challenged. You need to get your teeth kicked in every now and again so you can get up and come back, reassess your approach, and realize what you're doing wrong and just become better. And that happened to me today, I'd say, because this really did give me a run for my money. But it was a great challenge, and I cannot wait for the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody.